We are approaching the end of the year, and of course that's the reason that we can see the market is actually ranging a lot, and it's now more difficult to find good and decent setups. I personally hate seeing this market like that. When the market is ranging like this, I mean, it's just up and downs, up and downs. There is not a clear movement right here for the Euro USD and for the other pairs. We can see clearly that the market is actually ranging right now in this neutral channel. So therefore, we need to gather right now and discuss what we can do next in the remaining days of this week, which we're gonna actually, of course, witness the Christmas and of course the holidays are coming. Therefore, finding setups is gonna be now really challenging, and we can actually continue trading, but of course we have to continue trading. I am Salah Issam, and I'm here to tell you what we can actually do in Forex market for the remaining days of this week. Welcome, of course, on this new late week analysis video, my friends. Let's now begin analyzing the market, and of course, as usual, we will start with the Euro USD. So as you can see right here, I've actually sent you in the last midweek analysis video that we can start shorting the Euro USD exactly at this level of a support at 1.06099. However, we can see that the market indeed is actually ranging right now, and I told you that we can also sell again right here at, oh sorry, yeah, I mean, I think there's a mistake here. I mean, this one should be here, and this one should be there. Sorry about that. So I was originally I told you originally that we can sell at 1.06214, and we can sell again at 1.06099. However, we can see that the Euro USD is still ranging in that level of a neutral channel. Of course, I need to get rid of this old signal. We are still going to sell the Euro USD. However, it's now a matter of finding a best level to start shorting this pair. Let's now analyze this pair one by one, or candle by candle. So I want to move to the 1 hour time frame. Now, the first thing that we can notice right here on the 1 hour time frame is that we're actually going in this triangle. Of course, in the last video of identifying the direction of the market, I said this is a channel, and it was a mistake. It's actually a triangle. However, now what we can see right here, my friends, is that the Euro USD has indeed managed to break out from that long-term channel, which means that the Euro USD is most likely going to continue the rise. But is the Euro USD going to continue flying? I doubt that. If you guys have watched that video, I told you that we can actually start buying the Euro USD, or actually any pair, exiting the triangle and keep the buy order until the market reach the nearest strong key resistance level, which is exactly right here. Therefore, the Euro USD has already reached that level, and right now we can actually expect from the Euro USD to continue the fall and respect that level of a support right here at 1.06110, and after that the Euro USD is gonna make one bullish reversal, and I think after this reversal we can short the Euro USD again. I still insist that the Euro USD is going to continue the fall. Let me just show you something. If I move now to the daily chart. Now on the daily chart, what we can see right here, my friends, is really interesting. So we are having right here exactly at 1.06431. We have right here a very strong key real level of a resistance, which has been followed later with a fake breakout, and now again we had here another fake breakout, and right now currently the Euro USD is actually retesting the same level of the real resistance. In my opinion, with this setup, and from my experience in this market, this setup is usually perfect for shorting the pair. We have to consider that the market is eventually going in a bearish movement. So right here, if I just I want to apply here the magic of trend lines, if I draw here a resistance trend line like that, and we can actually expand it, we can see, my friends, how the Euro USD is indeed respecting that level of a resistance trend line. And again, combining this, the resistance trend line, with the fact that we are right now here retesting the real level of a real resistance right here, as we can see, meaning that the most likely the Euro USD is going to continue the fall. Now moving to the 4 hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, what we can see right here also is we're having here a previous support trend line, and we can see, my friends, that the market has indeed managed to break out from that level of a support trend line. So right now this support trend line is no longer valid, and seems like the market has already left that channel. And of course there is another ways, of course, to draw this support trend line. You can draw it no matter how you, in any way you want. You can draw it like this also. I think this is even more clear image right here, because we're having here a real level of a support trend line, a fake breakout, and then the real level of a support trend line has been respected. Then we finally had the breakout, and right here we had already the retest. Therefore, we are actually going to continue shorting the Euro USD. However, the sell level is going to be different right now. I suggest that we can actually start shorting the Euro USD exactly right here at the absolute highest level of the resistance at 1.06452. Of course, as I told you before, we're having here that resistance trend line, which has been broken out from. Wait for the retest to happen. The market was most likely going to be reversing on that level of a support, and then it's going to make a bullish reversal, and there we are going to start shorting the Euro USD after it rises for about 31 pips. That being said, selling the Euro USD exactly at this level of a resistance, and the take profit level that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a support at 1.05748. The reason is this analysis, my friends, is for the late week analysis video, meaning it's actually just for it's valid for just 1.5 days. Therefore, the signal should be given like this. The safe zone is going to be ranging till the highest level of a real resistance at 1.06831, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 37 pips, I would say, against 70 pips of profit. Moving to the pound USD. Alright, so for the pound USD, I think it was one perfect signal. Everything is going fine. I'm so happy and glad about this signal. I mean, the market has indeed respected this level, and it reversed exactly at where I have told everyone to start shorting the pound USD, and it's currently running in about 94 pips from the new entry, and in total of 113 pips from the original entry. Congratulations, of course, for everyone who have taken this signal and have made profit with it. So now what's next with the pound USD? If I'm not mistaken, my friends, the pound USD is still going to continue the fall. Again, we are having here this support trend line, which has been recently broken out from. As you can see, that this is the support trend line right here, and right here we have the breakout happened, and the market has already retested that level of a broken support trend line, of course, supported by the strength of the pressure from that resistance at 1.21670. Now, that means that based on the 4-hour time frame, the pound USD is going to continue the fall. The question is where exactly we can start shorting the pair again. Now, let's keep in mind that on the left side, we are having here also a very strong real level of a support at, to be specific, sorry, at 1.20455, which means we can actually expect from the pound USD to make a pullback right here, and then at some point right here we can short the pair again. The question is where. So let me just be specific again. So right here we're having this resistance trend line, as you can see, just to be specific, my friends. And right now moving to the 1-hour time frame, just to identify the real level of a resistance right there. So now we can see clearly that we had right here exactly a real level of a resistance exactly at 1.20973, and if we check on the left side right now, we can see clearly, my friends, that this was of course a very strong real level of a resistance. Therefore, this should be actually our safe zone. That resistance level right here, this resistance zone right here, should be actually our safe zone. If we scroll to the left right now, this is going to be our safe zone, and of course the pound USD is definitely going to continue the fall after retesting that broken level of a support trend line, and the take profit level has to be placed right here at the nearest strong key support level at 1.19441, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 48 pips against 153 pips of profit. Moving to the AUD USD. Okay, so the AUD USD, of course, was one of those signals which has failed actually and didn't work as predicted. So let me please delete this old signal, and let's see now what we can do next with this pair. It's important actually to notice something right here. For those who have watched my video about identifying the direction of the market, we can see clearly right here, my friends, that we had, of course, a very, I think this is a perfect triangle, and we can see how the market has indeed exit that level of a triangle, and we can see that the market indeed continue the rise. So this was actually a good example of identifying the direction of the market. And pay attention that the market seems like it has already reversed right here at the nearest resistance, or the nearest strong key resistance level to that entry. And by looking at the left side, we can see clearly that this was a real level of a resistance. Meanwhile, we had actually several fake breakouts in the way. Anyway, let's now discuss what we can do next with the AUD USD. Actually, if we check right now the daily chart, I need to delete the old signal. Now the daily chart, my friends, shows us that the AUD USD actually has created right here a real level of a resistance exactly right here. Now let's pay attention. So right here, this level at 0.67924 was indeed a very strong real level of a resistance, and it has been followed later with that fake breakout happened right here and right there as well. I want to scroll more to the left side. So let's just scroll to the left side and I will show you something. Right here, it was indeed, my friends, a very strong key support level, and since the market has actually visited that level at 0.67924, the market actually was rising and rising and kept actually rising until finally the market retested that level of a support and barely make actually a fake breakout from it, and then went up again, and then again the market has actually fallen below that level and again made a fake breakout, but finally the AUD USD has fallen below that level of a very long-term support, which means that the market has actually made a breakout from a very strong level which was lasted for more than a year. That means that most likely this level of a real resistance cannot be simply ignored. If I'm not mistaken, the AUD USD is going to continue the rise till it reaches that level of a resistance, and from that point we can start shorting the AUD USD. There is only one problem. This is daily chart, which means on daily chart we have to wait for the market to rise for about 57 pips before we can start shorting it. Now let's keep in mind that this actually might be our signal for the next week. However, for the current week, and actually this is the point I wanted to reach, we are going to actually start buying the AUD USD because we are having here a very strong key support level at 0.67126, and right now the AUD USD is above that level. So my point here is, keep your trade until the market reaches that very strong key resistance level, because we are going to start shorting the AUD USD right there. So for example, this daily chart this daily candle is still alive. So if the market has reached that level of a resistance by the end of the day, please consider shorting the AUD USD. Otherwise, we will continue buying the AUD USD. I know it's a weird signal, but that's actually, guys, what I have for now, and that is exactly what I can see from the current moment. So again, AUD USD can be bought again after it falls to 0.67126, after falling for about 22 pips, and we will keep the trade running till the market hit the take profit level at about 93 pips, and the safe zone is going to be ranging just till the lowest level of a support at 0.66683, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 44 pips against 94 pips of take profit level. Of course, if the market will actually reach this level of a resistance without triggering our buy area and reached it this week, for example, if tonight or tomorrow morning, I will announce the next signal on the free group of Telegram, which is right here, by the way. This is our free group on Telegram. It's absolutely free, my friends. You don't have to pay a penny to join this group. I really recommend everyone to stay in this group to receive the recent updates and signals from Xtreme Trader. And as we can see right here, our VIP signal service is doing very well, as we can see right here. Thankfully, we have actually a lot of signals have reached the take profit recently, and of course I will announce these awesome results by the end of the week on Saturday. Check out this guy. This is really amazing. Check this out. Most of the signals have actually reached a take profit number 3, and also we are having right now a very tight stop loss of only 20 pips. Most of the signals are actually very rarely to find any signal having a stop loss of 45 pips like this one. However, the majority of the signals right now having 20 or 13, I mean very tight stop loss pips. So again, I think we're doing very well. As you can see, my friends, these are the results from the premium group, or the VIP group, sorry. We will announce it later. But again, I highly recommend everyone to stay in the VIP, in the free group, and stay tuned and receive the updates about the signals. Anyway, let's now move to the USD CAD. Alright, so the USD CAD signal is indeed running well, but it was actually a very bad entry. I mean, indeed the USD CAD is rising, but again I want to highlight something. Of course the signal has failed, unfortunately. I want to highlight something right here. This market is ugly. That is one disgusting market. I really hate seeing this market like that. So we can see that finally the USD CAD has made actually a clear movement right here, and we are hoping for it. It seems to me that the USD CAD has eventually respected that level of a strong key support level exactly at 1.35073. Now we can see the reversal has occurred exactly on that level of a support, which means that the USD CAD most likely right now is going to continue the rise based actually on the breakout from that level of a resistance trend line. So meaning, after the reversal occurred on 1.35703, we need to identify the nearest strong key support level, and based on it we will actually identify our new entry. Right there, 1.36024 is actually a very strong key support level. As you can see, it was also a previous resistance. However, the market has actually been ranging on that support for quite a long time before finally made the bullish breakout from that level of a previous support. Now the USD CAD is actually ranging, facing a resistance level exactly right now at 1.36275. We can actually expect from this pair to fall for about 24 pips before we can start buying it again. Not to mention, of course, that we're having here also a support trend line, as you can see. And it seems like if the USD CAD is going to fall right here, first of all, it will be retesting the level of a support at 1.36024 and also respecting that level of a support trend line. Therefore, we can start buying the USD CAD from this point, and of course the take profit level has to be placed just right here. Let me just be specific. I want to be precise as much as possible. Yes, a little bit lower, just for securing the profits. So hopefully we can actually expect to make approximately 82 pips profit from the signal. Meanwhile, a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a support at 1.35628, which means the safe zone is ranging for 40 pips against 83 pips of profit. Moving now to the USD JPY. Okay, so the USD JPY has almost reached the take profit level. It actually kissed it, but of course did not trigger our sell level, which is a bummer. However, let's see now what we can do next with this pair. In my opinion, the USD JPY right now is going to continue the rise. Check this out, guys. So we're having here a very strong key support level exactly right there at 131.540, and that level of a support has actually proven its strength. 130.630 has actually proven how strong it is, and the market has indeed reversed exactly at the lowest level of that support. Now on the left side we can see clearly that we're having here a very strong key support level exactly right there, just to be specific as much as possible. Exactly 131.70 723. That was, of course, my friends, a very strong key support level, and right now the USD JPY seems like it's actually respecting that level. I cannot actually see the USD JPY falling after the reversal from that level of a support. It might fall, but not at the moment. There is one good reason for that. Of course, first of all, we have to identify the support and resistance trend lines. So keep in mind that we're having here a support trend line which has been broken out from, and right now, again guys, I'm telling you always something. Once you actually find a strong support trend line like this and being broken out from, usually the normal behavior of the forex market is the market will fall all the way to retest the the real level of a strong key support level, and after that the market will rise again, retesting the broken level of a support trend line, and after that it's gonna continue the fall. So most likely the next movement from the USD JPY is to continue the rise to retest the broken level of a support trend line, and after that we can short the USD JPY exactly at that level of a resistance once the market finished the retest level. So, or the retest phase, sorry. So that being said, we are going to start buying the USD JPY. Unfortunately, it has already reversed. Actually, I was going to tell you to start buying the USD JPY at the first attempt of the support right here. What a bummer, guys. It really reversed already for 34 pips. All right. Our only hope is for another attempt. I think the USD JPY is going to make another attempt right here on that level of a support. Let me just make it lower. Exactly right there. Perfect. 131.650 is going to be our level to start buying this pair. The safe zone shouldn't be ranging lower than that level of a support. Yes, fantastic, perfect. So this is going to be our safe zone right here, and the take profit level at least to be right here for the remaining days of this week, of course, which means we are aiming 162 pips profit from this signal against a safe zone of 67 pips. I just want to confirm this trade right here, my friends. I want to be sure that this signal is valid. Therefore, I will use the magic of trend lines. Therefore, I'm going to draw here a resistance trend line like this, and all I need to do next is just simply drag the same support trend line. Check this out. This is interesting. Right now we can see that on the 1 hour time frame we had here a real level of a support trend line, a fake breakout, and then the same level of a support trend line has been respected. Let me just zoom in to show it to you. Right here we can see the same level of a support trend line has also been respected. This was a fake breakout, this was a fake breakout, and again the same level of a support trend line has been respected. Guys, this is the power of support, the power of the magic of trend lines. Those who have seen the video on my channel, they know it very well. Of course, all you need to do, guys, is just search on my channel for a video called The Magic of Trend Lines, part 1 and part 2, and by that you can actually find a perfect and good entries. Therefore, I strongly believe that the market is most likely going to respect that level of a support trend line indeed. Then let me now write the signal for you. Moving now to the USD CHF. Alright, so the USD CHF is indeed now started going in the right direction, but of course the signal has unfortunately failed. Again, I'm telling you guys, this market this week is really tough. It's hard to be predicted and it's ranging a lot, which makes it really bad for traders. But at least I can say that the direction was correct, even though the market has been ranging right here and exceeded the safe zone, but still at least the direction itself was correct. So indeed, the USD CHF, I don't know why did I delete the old signal. We are still going to need it. Anyway, the USD CHF is indeed respecting that level of a strong key support level, as I have mentioned last week, or actually on this last midweek video, 0.929591. And if we now go to the 4 hour time frame, we can see a very clear strong bullish candle has appeared right here. This was a bullish engulfing candle. And now all we need to do is simply identifying the nearest strong key support level to that candle, and we can actually expect to start buying the USD CHF right from that level. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and hopefully I'm not, this time I think it's going to be a good signal. We have to wait for the USD CHF to make another pullback, and pay attention, that level of a strong key support level is most likely going to be respected again after the appearance of that bullish engulfing candle. Of course, everyone knows that this is the strategy of 20 pips a day. All we need to do is look at the strong bullish breakout candle and then look at the left side to find the nearest strong key support level, and based on that we will place our buy entry. That being said, we actually can expect from the USD CHF to fall for about 20 pips, I would say, before we can start buying it. Not to mention, of course, that we are having here a resistance trend line which has recently been broken out from. Therefore, the candle actually might fall right now, my friends, and retest the same level of a support, and also retesting the broken level of a resistance trend line to create a new support trend line. So therefore, we can start buying the USD CHF at this point, and of course the take profit level has to be placed right here at the nearest strong key resistance level. And of course this was a fake breakout, therefore this was the real level of a resistance, which has to be our take profit level, which means we can actually expect to make approximately 63 pips profit from the signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a support right here for about 25 pips only, I would say. Very nice signal, eh? Moving now to the gold. Alright, so the gold, of course, my friends, has already hit the take profit level, but actually it did not come even near to our buy level. So let me now just delete the old signal. Now again, I want to remind everyone with what I'm saying always. 1600, 1700, 1800, these levels, guys, are so critical. Once the gold actually breaks out from any of them, it's really difficult for the gold to fall below any of them again. So after the gold has actually broke out from 1800, it's difficult for the gold to fall again below that level. It might actually fall, but usually makes a fake breakouts, and after that it's gonna continue the rise. There are so many examples. I don't think we have time to show them, but I will show you just two. Right here we can see this is actually 1800. You can see after the market has made here the bullish breakout from 1800, the market went again below that level, but it was actually a fake breakout. As you can see, that has not become a resistance. That level of a real resistance has not been respected, because we are actually above 1800, which is a critical level. Another example I want to show you is, for example, 1700. Where is 1700? 1700 right here. If we check on the left side, my friends, check this out. So we can see clearly that the market actually has made here a breakout from that level of a resistance of 1700. We thought that the market is going to break out from that level, but the market went below that level again. So again, and even right here, of course, you can see the market has made a breakout below 1700 and again went above it. Made a breakout below 1700s and again went above it. So the point here is that level is usually critical, and the gold might actually be seen ranging on it, but however, it will most likely, or most of the time, goes in the right direction, which is usually above that level, if the market, of course, is an upper trend. So anyway, the gold most likely is going to continue the rise after respecting that level of a previous support at 1800. So let's just mark it right here, just to be sure that we are actually not going to exceed that level. This is actually 1800, just to be specific, be precise. Okay, so that is actually, guys, 1800, and you can see how it was actually a very strong key support level. Now what I want to actually say here is, if we go now to the 4-hour time frame, we can see how the gold is actually ranging right now in that triangle. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the next movement for the gold is gonna be bearish. Why? Because we're having here a very strong key resistance level, of course. Let me just now go back to the daily chart to show it to you. This level of a resistance right here, 1824.55. If we check on the left side, pay attention. This was, my friends, a very strong key resistance level. It was, of course, a real level of a resistance, which has been followed later with a fake breakout. But again, that level of a resistance has been respected. Now, we can actually assume that the gold seems like it's actually respecting that level of a strong key resistance level, but we can actually expect also from the market to make a breakout from it right after it retests a certain level of a support. So that being said, I want to go to the 4-hour time frame again, and right now we can see clearly, my friends, that we're having here let me just be sure 1-hour time frame, exactly right there. Yes, that level of a previous resistance. If I'm not mistaken right now, hopefully I'm not, we can actually start buying the gold. Exactly, I'm just reviewing the signal to make sure I will not mess up. Yes, now let me just tell you something. On the daily chart, this was a strong bullish breakout candle. Now, according to my strategy, we need to start buying the gold, or actually any pair, at the nearest support to the bullish breakout candle. And the nearest strong key support level to that bullish breakout candle can be seen exactly right there, and right here as well. there, and of course right there, as we can see, we also have a very strong support level. That being said, and believe me guys, I reviewed the signal many times before posting the video. I believe that most likely the gold, if we draw here a support trend line, and all we need to do right now is simply drag the same level of a support trend line, and check this out. So yes, exactly right here. Yes, this is actually better. So as you can see on the 4-hour time frame, we have here that support trend line has been respected, and again for one candle right here, for a one tail, and then we had here a fake breakout, and the market has actually made a resistance trend line. This was not a fake breakout, sorry, it was just a breakout, and the market actually has made here a resistance trend line for only one single attempt. So this was a resistance trend line number 1 only. There was no attempt number 2. And the market has instantly broke out from that level of a support trend line, which means if the gold reverts upon the pressure from that resistance, the gold is going to continue the fall. And first of all, the support trend line right here is going to be respected, and the gold is going to continue the rise, and also that level of a nearest support is also going to be respected. So that being said, 1807.77 is going to be our boy where we can start buying the gold. 1807.77, and of course the safe zone shouldn't be ranging lower than this level of a support right here at 1798.11. again, since we are above 1800, we are going to keep buying the gold. So therefore the safe zone is ranging for about 100 pips. However, for the take profit level, if we started buying the gold right here, we have to actually mark the highest level of a resistance, which is of course right there. Let me just be sure again. No, just a little bit. Yes, exactly right here. This was, of course, my friends, the nearest strong key resistance level, as we can see, and that's gonna be our take profit level, which means if we go back to the 4-hour time frame, we're actually expecting to make approximately 267 pips profit from the signal against 100 pips of a safe zone. I think, yeah, I already wrote the signal. I don't need to pause the video. I was about to pause the recording to write the signal. I think we're almost done right here. Take profit level at 1833.92. 1833.92. Now we're at the end of this video, guys. I want to highlight that we're approaching the Christmas holidays, and this time usually the market is going in very low volatility, and it's really hard to trade the market this time of the year. But again, we will do the best we can to make sure that you are always up to date with the signals, and hopefully we will do the best we can. Actually me myself, I will make sure that the YouTube signal is gonna stay alive, and of course we will I will keep updating you guys with these signals. Hopefully if it worked well, we will earn money. If it failed, no problem, we can always recover our losses. And of course be sure that you are trading wisely. And of course I know maybe none of you listening to this right now, but anyway, I wanted to say, guys, that just because this signal came from Xtreme Trader doesn't mean at all it will be 100% in profit. It might goes bad, and for that we have to be always prepared. Until then, I hope that it's informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.